Hey everybody, I'm going to show you how to get a train car to follow a track in Blender 2.68 Alpha. And I'm just going to go right here from the recent projects menu since I set up the train car and track and all that stuff. So let's just click that. There we go, train car on a track. As you can see, there is a track, a train car sitting on one end of it, and you can see the track zigzags. It's using an array and a curve modifier. So now I'll click the train car and center on that. So here, here is the train car, right? Yeah, and if you want to see the tracks, like the guy was kind of making a little joke on, but never mind. The guy, Andrew, does like a really good tutorial on how to do that. Sorry, Andrew, if I'm kidding about how you say here, but just being funny. Anyhow, train car. Let's see, how do I do that? I want to center my view on the car. So, line, view, camera. There, I guess that centers it. There we go. But I have this train car. I'm going to explain or tell you how I model it because I like to model in Wings 3D. I'm still a lot faster in that program than I am with Blender. Particularly because I like the way a Mirai mode navigation works. But you'll have to try Wings 3D if you're interested in doing box modeling. And I've seen stuff where where Blender is good at read topo and stuff like that, but for fast modeling from scratch from the start, I still prefer Wings. So here we have the train car, and it has two bogies, one in the front, one in the back. We've already set the wheels as child objects to the bogies, so if I click on a bogie and I guess that's the center, but if I ever click on a bogie, you see the wheels move with it. So, my computer's a little laggy, I don't know. Maybe it's my recorder here. I'm going to hide the train car. Quick. What I need to do is set the center point for each bogie that the train car sits on. So, shall go view, top. I should have this set to ortho. And get about close to the center as I can. I can check my cursor. Make sure two of those are zeroed. And view from the right. And I want the cursor. Shall be good, and that's the center line, so let's have to go with negative values, or just a negative value on the z-axis. So let's go to bogie truck. Which bogie truck is this? This bogie truck A, so I want to set center bogie truck A. Origin. And origin a 3D cursor for that. And let's see, actually it's a Y value. Y values for the back. I keep thinking Z because that's what I'm used to, but Blender does Y. And it should be the center for bogie truck B. Origin to 3D cursor. Because that's important, because when you go to rotate it, you want it to rotate about the origin and not some weird point in space. So now each bogie rotates about its own center. This is lag here for. Oh. Yeah, there's a little bit of lag. I guess it's just my recording software. Oh well. I'll deal with it. And you will too, since you have to watch me deal with it. And where's my real car? right up here. So now we have the bogies with their center set. Rail cart shouldn't matter as much. And I want to do is I got that one selected. Let's snap the cursor back over to it. And we will add an empty plain axis. Plain axis there. Alright. And I'll go from the right. Right, right there. Yeah. Here's one axis. And then I shall duplicate it. Where's the duplicate? Right here. 0 by mount. And add, just like I did with the other thing, is make the Y value negative. And let's have the train car again real quick. So I have this axis, which shall be, that's over bogie truck A, so I will rename this one to pivot A, and then I will rename that one to pivot B, pivot A. I keep wanting to select with my left button, but it doesn't work that way in Butter. It's funny. Anyhow, pivot A goes to bogie truck A, pivot B goes to bogie truck B. The reason those are there is that's what's going to keep our train car aligned over the bogies. So we turn that back on, and a train car shall be a child of pivot A. Let's take the basic train car, and we make it a child of pivot A. Let's do that. And what that does is if I were to click on the front bogie and oh, I grabbed the wheel. I don't want to grab the wheel, I want to grab the bogie. I keep grabbing the wrong thing. There we go. If I grab that, see the train car moves with it, which is what we want. So now what we want to do is go back to that pivot, and where's my modifiers? Guess it's constraint. Yeah, constraint is what I want, not a modifier. And I guess damp track or track 2 should work, but damp track seems easier, so I'll use that. And we'll track to pivot B. So now if I were to grab bogie truck A, grab it, see it's supposed to point, but I don't have it point in the right direction. So let's go to pivot A, change that to negative Y. Let's grab this again. And now you can see it stays pointed no matter where I move it to where the rear bogie truck is. Now it looks goofy and weird right now, but normally we will lock this train to a track, so we can probably even limit which axis or axis the pivot rotates on. So let's see, I think we can lock rotation on that. So we just want to rotate about, what is that, the Z is up and down. So let's try this. Lock those rotations. Grab the truck. Yeah, it doesn't want to rotate that way anymore. It's fine by me, I guess. Well, that, I guess that doesn't matter, does it? I don't know if those even matter under. We'll just put it back the way we were. So that should be good enough for this part, because what we're going to do next is make the bogey trucks follow the path that defines the rail, and yes, there is a path. It's the basic old NURBS path. That's the one I use to generate the rail here. So what we do is we take bogey truck A. We don't need to expand anymore. We should go to modifiers, and we can see it's already got smooth, so we don't need to mess with it. Actually, it should be a constraint, shouldn't it? Constraint, not a modifier. Keep getting it too mixed up. I'm still such a noob at this. But I can still explain how to do some things. See, I'm a noob at Blender, but not a noob at 3D, so I do have an idea what I want to do. Alright, so let's follow the path. And what we want to do is set it to NURBS path. It's out in a weird location, follow a curve that puts it back right on the path. And so we can see it moves to the position that it would have at times 0. If you go to the NURBS path itself, go to path properties, you'll find that there is a path animation, which I already set the frames, and the evaluation time is 0 frames per. I hadn't animated that yet, but should be set to match, I guess. Whatever you're doing, you can change it. For this, it's set the same. So go to bogey truck A, go back to constraints, and what we want to do is keep moving the offset. It's positive or, whoa, negative, I guess. Whee! It goes really fast. There we go, a little bit will do. Just gonna keep clicking the arrow for now. And you offset that till your train car lines back up. That looks pretty close as it is right now, so I think I will leave that where it is. And you do the same thing for the next bogey. I can select it, there we go. And we add a constraint, follow path. Pick the same path, put that right on. Should be the same, shouldn't it? Oh yeah, follow curve. Where is it? Oh, way back there. Okay. And that's back there. Maybe we'll adjust the front one again. Let's see. Change the offset, yeah. Basically, you want to move the offsets. This will take some adjustment. And let's center on the car real quick. And V from right. Should want this in ortho, view from right. And can use the offsets basically. Make sure bogies positioned reasonably under your train car. That should be close enough. And to move the train car down the track, we do not move the train car itself, but instead we go back to our NURBS path and we click on the path properties. We go down to the path animation and evaluation time. Oh, is it going? Yeah, it's going. Whee! It goes way too fast. And I have a little bit of lag from my video recorder. So it's just like, shoot, slow down, stop. Well, my video recorder wasn't lagging my computer, it would be a lot smoother. Or I could just show you a quick animation real quick. Let me offset my view a bit, where we can see the curvy parts of the track. And I will just do a very simple animation. So, frame 1, I will right click here, insert a keyframe, and I'll go to the end. And evaluation time, I'll make it go all the way to the end. And I will insert a keyframe. I'll jump back to the beginning of the timeline. So now you should be able to watch this. Come on, play. Oh, look at this. My frames per second. It's really slow right now. But if you were to have this without the video recorder going, you'd see this proceeding a lot faster. Come on. This is ridiculous. Wonder what else is tying up my cores that should be faster than this. La 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 la. Alright. But as you watch, oh, why is it not following the track? That bogey should be following the track. And it kinda is, but it kinda isn't. I don't know if it's just slag. This bogey should be aligned to that track. They're still not. I've done this before where I had them follow the track perfectly, so I don't know what's going on here. See, I am confused now. I set them to follow the curve. Yeah, I'll just click one here. And shouldn't need the curve radius, I'm not scaling the object. And this one has that modifier shouldn't affect anything. Okay, what is going on here? Okay. And this one should be tracking that pivot. And it's a child. That shouldn't be a problem. But why is the bogey not following the track like it's supposed to? Because this bogey is supposed to follow the track, and this child object is supposed to just follow the bogey, but it shouldn't be locking this bogey. I don't know what the deal is. And this one should also be following the track. See, I had this working before with another experiment, so I don't know what broke here, but we'll see. Let's just hide the train car real quick. Alright, where is it? Oh yeah, it's assigned. It's a pivot. Let's hide that. And scrub back. So each of these should be following the track exactly, and here or not. So let's go back to pivot A, and let's turn this off. And now let's see, why isn't it wanting to? Because this should only affect the pivot and not the bogey. Why it's doing that. Let's look at this. Kind of following it. Maybe my centers aren't correct. Should be. It should be right on that path, and they're not. I don't know what the deal is. So if I were to select that NURBS path, So why is my nerves path not wanting to go? I am confused. Well, I got this far. Maybe I will have to do it one more time later and figure out what's going on. But I did it one time before, just like a quick rig setup with standing objects, and I had it working, so I'll try to come back again and see why it's not working. But this should have this bogey following this track exactly here. This one should be following the track exactly there, and the train car should be pivoting and tracking to this one, so they stays like aligned right over it, and as it goes around and curves, it does it just like a real train car. So I don't know why it's hanging up on my recording here, but if I get it working, I will make another recording just to show you that it can work, and maybe I'll figure out what the bug is or why it doesn't want to help out this time. Till then, this is Paul signing off, and good luck.